traveled last night from Jamestown, Virginia, here to Jamestown in Ghana and Accra. This is our history, so we're coming home.
Take the shackles off my feet. Make I go, make I go. It's a battle with the beast.
The fact is that even though we are descendants of those former slaves who were taken and stolen from here, from Cape Coast and from other parts of Africa, we know that there's a responsibility that we have, not only as African Americans, to those who live in the African diaspora, but also to the continent itself.
You've been gone, it's an empty home. Come on back where you really belong. You are always welcome home, welcome home.
I hear these wonderful voices singing "Welcome Home." I feel like I'm home. This is the first time I've been to Ghana, and it won't be the last. I'm so happy to be here.
You are very much welcome back home. It's good to know that this Jamestown to Jamestown is a reversal of the Jamestown to Jamestown as we knew it.
Come with me.
For a lot of the people coming in, it's not just coming in as stories, it has a spiritual connection to what they believe in, and so we're glad that we're able to at least meet some need of people by putting up this showpiece, and also especially the significance of the day, 28th August 2019, 28th August 1619. What a coincidence that we got people coming in from Jamestown, Virginia to Jamestown, Accra. It was 400 years ago, and for us that is the story we want to put out there, that we are reversing our fortunes as a global African family.
We're in 400 years, of course, celebrating that, so that is historical. But I think more than that, this is a moment, an inflection moment for people of the diaspora of African descent who can see this around the world, who understand that this is home and that they don't need an invitation to come, that they can pick up and come here because really we're showcasing the fact that this is where everyone began.
It was last year in September when the NAACP, we decided to begin to utilize our NGO status with the UN as they convened in New York. And we hosted a reception for members of the African Dignitary Corps. And it was during that reception that one of the members of the Ghanaian delegation brought to our attention that this year is the 400th year of the transatlantic slave trade. And they wanted to partner with us by hosting a delegation to come over to recognize this moment. And its key word, recognize, not celebrate. You don't celebrate a tragedy. You recognize the milestone.
As we welcome our brothers and sisters back to the homeland, we want to open up a new channel of dialogue and partnership with our African diaspora, which will create win-win situations for a mutually beneficial relationship. We are one, we are one, indivisible.
We are one. I believe that this is an opportunity where we can redefine and re-articulate 21st century definition of Pan-Africanism. I hope that this new reimagining definition will have at its core economic empowerment and shared prosperity.
This is such a beautiful experience, and this is just a wondrous opportunity that I'm so fortunate that my family has been able to take.
For us to be a part of the Year of Return, traveling from the U.S. with over 250 people, shows the significance of our desire to really bridge the gap from the U.S. to the diaspora, for which It is a long time coming.
It is defiant of those Europeans who forced us from our motherland, who took us from Ghana and Senegal and all the countries that are around on the continent. They may have taken our names, but they never took our spirit and our soul. They said we were not going to return, but we have returned.
New Africa makeover. Let's bow our heads and pray, your Lord. Our Father, help us fight the war. Refuge, 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 now you can.
We're back here in Ghana at Cape Coast Castle Dungeons with the NAACP's Jamestown to Jamestown trip. There are 250 people here today, and 70 of them are going to find out where exactly in Africa their roots are found, down to the ethnic group and the country.
I'm sometimes up and I'm sometimes down. God's gonna trouble the water, but still my soul is heavenly bound. God's gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water. Since we've had this great enlightenment, these moments of encouragement and engagement, that we may go back home with empathy for all who are marginalized, the looked over, the left behind, the least of those, that we will become instruments of God's divine power, so that through our commitment this day, there will be a new day in the hood in America. A new day in our churches, our mosques, our assembly places. And no more will we bow to the slave religion that came from our captors. For God created us to be a free people, a free agent, so that when we stand free and know that if God makes us free, we are free indeed.
Hey, opumakume.